So your identity is falling apart. You don't know who you are anymore. You don't know what you're doing here on this planet. You don't know what your purpose is. Your previous desires that you used to have are kind of crumbling to the ground, and you don't know what all of this is anyway for. You're questioning everything. Congratulations, you've just been upgraded. Now, on a serious note though, I completely see you if you're in this phase, and I know how deeply painful this phase of a spiritual awakening can be. When you are not anymore who you used to be, but you have no idea who you are becoming. You are in this messy middle where you feel like you're a nobody because the previous one is gone, but the new one has not emerged yet. It's deeply saddening, it's painful, you feel meaningless, you feel purposeless, and I really want you to know that you are not alone in this. I have been through this stage, so many other people are going through this stage in their awakening. You can also do this. You can do this because even if you don't know right now what is happening, believe it or not, it is happening for something good and new, wonderful, more abundant, more expansive to emerge inside of you. I know it's really hard to believe that right now, but that is what is really happening. And that's why I want to make this video. In this one, we are gonna talk about from a spiritual perspective what exactly is happening right now so that it can really help you in soothing yourself and navigating this phase of your spiritual awakening. So stick around. So, what is really happening? Your previous identity is completely falling apart because a new, more expansive identity is ready to be birthed, and that takes time. I know when we say this sentence, it feels like, okay, this one is crumbling and the new one is emerging. But in reality, that's not how this experience feels, right? It feels like a never ending experience in which you don't know who you are anymore. Every single day is becoming so tough to go through, and I completely see you. So in reality, in from the spiritual perspective, this is what is happening. One thing you might be noticing is that the desires you used to have previously are not your desires anymore. And I want you to know that your previous desires are not dying because there's something wrong with you or because you are doing something wrong. No, they are dying because now your true soul desires are ready to be born. And most probably, what you had before were your ego desires, which were based upon the shoulds of the world. You should have this, you should be like this, you should live your life like this. And the thing is, maybe this was not even consciously. Maybe consciously you actually thought that the desires you have are truly your heart desires, are true soul desires. But that's how the conditioning can be sometimes. That's how deep the conditioning can be sometimes. That even when you maybe even thought that these were your true soul desires, it was still conditioned by what the society wants you to do or what the society says you should do or you should have. But now that you are on this path, you are spiritually awakening, you are really truly ready for your authentic expression to be born, for your true soul desires to be born. Your soul is like, okay, great, let's do this. And suddenly your whole identity falls apart and you don't know what is happening. You feel like you're doing something wrong, but you're not doing anything wrong. The old is crumbling right now and it's deeply painful. Any part of this video is not to invalidate the pain you are feeling right now. Trust me, I know how painful it is. And your pain is completely valid. That being said, whilst you are going through this, when you get to know what truly is happening on a soul level, what is happening from a spiritual perspective, it helps you soothe yourself a little bit. Because whenever this phase or any phase like this happens, we freak out, right? Now, when I say we freak out, what exactly freaks out in us? Our mind freaks out because our soul is never freaking out, by the way. Our soul is always happy, it's always joyful. Our soul is always aware that it is evolving and growing, and this new soul desires are being born. Oh, yay, let's go. But it's our mind, it's our human mind that freaks out, and that's totally normal. And that's exactly why knowing what is happening, which you're already doing by watching this video, This helps you in calming down your mind a bit, because your mind needs reasoning, your mind needs some logic. And when you know what is happening, then you can even calm down your mind who is freaking out completely. So it's completely normal for your mind to freak out right now. And by watching this video, you're doing yourself a really good favor by soothing your mind who is really freaking out right now. So, as I was saying, maybe you truly thought that the desires you have are true soul desires, but the conditioning was so deep that even those were not your true soul desires. But now your soul knows that you are spiritually awakening, and soul is like, "Yay, let's go, let's bring on the true soul desires." Now, when I talk about true soul desires, how it manifests in your physical reality, it might be possible that the new desires that are being birthed from you, through you right now, they will look completely different from everything that you were doing or being before. But sometimes it can also happen that in the 3D world, the desire you end up happening is actually the same desire, but it will feel a lot different. Why? Because even if it's the same thing, the intention behind it and the reason behind it for why you want that thing now is completely different from what it was before. It's completely different. Let's say, for an example, let's say previously you wanted a really loving, deep, nourishing relationship in your life. But the reason and the intention behind why you wanted that relationship was to fill a void inside of you, to have something in your life that can complete you, etc., etc., things like that. Let's say now your true soul desires are being born, and you notice that actually, even now, I want a deeply nourishing, caring, loving relationship with a partner. So, like, what is happening? But now the difference is that the intention behind it and the reason behind it is completely different, and it's gonna feel so different because maybe now you want a relationship not for the purpose of filling the void inside of you or anything like that, but now you want a relationship because you want that evolution that comes when two souls who are enlightened come together and raise the vibration of the planet. Do you see how different these two things are? They're entirely different. But in the physical world, it still feels like the same, right? Like you wanted a relationship before, you want a relationship now, but no, it's entirely different. So sometimes it can happen that your true soul desires that are now being born, they are different from what it was before. But sometimes it can also happen that the desire looks the same, but it feels completely different, and the intention and the reason behind it, why you want this thing now in your life, is completely different. And I really want you to know that it's a good thing if you are questioning everything. It's a good thing if you are questioning now why exactly you even want the things that you want. It's good that you are questioning what really is the purpose of these things. Why is this way and why is it that way? You're looking at the bigger perspective and the bigger picture of things, which means that your reality is shifting. Previously, if your reality was just this much, this tunnel vision in front of you, now you're expanding big time. Now your perspective and your way of looking at things, and this desire to know the purpose behind things, this desire to like go deeper into why you even want the things that you want, it's going bigger. So it's a good thing, even though right now it might feel like, it probably is feeling like a bit of a burden. And I really want you to know it's really okay for you to grieve your old self, because your old self, your old identity, and your old beliefs and your own old sense of self is dying. It's completely normal if you're feeling the grief for that. Allow yourself to feel the grief. You might even catch yourself saying things like, man, why can't I just go back to the way I was? Or maybe you're even looking at other people and feeling like, "Oh, why can't I just be normal like them?" And I want you to know that it's okay to grieve your old self. It's okay for you to grieve your old life. Whenever we lose something, there is grief that happens in that process. It's completely okay for you to feel that grief. That doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. It's just that you can hold both these things at the same time. You can really grieve your old self, and you can still just keep this knowing in your heart that all of this is happening because a new self is emerging, which is more in alignment with your soul desires, which is more in alignment with your true soul purpose. So it's completely okay for you to grieve. And it's completely okay for you to also keep the truth in your heart about what really is happening in this process right now. And you can do this. The biggest thing you can do right now for yourself is surrender. Surrender to your soul, surrender to your higher self, your higher guidance, surrender to the universe, surrender to God, surrender to where life is taking you right now. Because in our mind, it makes absolutely no sense where our life is even leading when we're in this phase. Of course, it doesn't make any sense. It's completely normal for you to feel that way. The biggest tool that you can develop right now is surrendering. Surrender to your higher guidance, surrender to your higher self. I really need you to know this right now. You are not broken. There is nothing wrong with you. This is not a failure on your part. What seems like and feels like a complete destruction and as if everything is ending, it's actually rebirth. Of course, it is painful. Of course, it is painful. There's nothing wrong with you for feeling that. You are not broken. This is not failure. This is rebirth. If you resonated with this video and if you feel like this is the phase you're going through right now, first of all, I completely see you and I'm sending you so much love. You are doing a great service to this planet right now and you don't even know that right now, because it's people like you who are awakening right now and who are growing through all these things that are gonna shift this earth into a better, more aligned place. So yeah, it might feel like these words don't hold any truth right now because of course you're going through a tough phase, but this is what is happening. You're one of the chosen ones. And it is painful when you are a chosen one. And another thing I want to say, if you resonated with this and you are going through this phase right now, I've actually shot another video in which I am going deeper into what certain things are that you can do in this phase which are going to help you, and what certain things we sometimes end up doing in this phase which are actually not helping you at all. So make sure to watch that video. After you watch this one, I'm linking it here. And make sure to subscribe also to my channel if you want to see more videos on your spiritual growth, which can help you in your spiritual awakening journey, because I love making these videos for you and helping you because we're in this together. So I'll see you next time. Till then, bye.